Hello and welcome back to Real World Magic, where we make your life more magical. My name's Neil Trigger, I'm going to be your magical host, and today we have a very special guest for you. She's an awesome Harry Potter YouTuber. She does unboxing videos and crafting tutorials, and the reason why I love this channel is because, just like Real World Magic, she helps to add a bit of magic and wonder to the lives of her viewers. She's made customised shoes, a sorting hat sculpt, and even customised a handbag. She's worked with some of the biggest names in the UK Harry Potter community, and I finally convinced her to be interviewed on this little old channel. I've been following her channel for a while now, and she is flipping brilliant. So let's introduce her right now. But first, we need to conjure her up.
Hi!
Greetings, my magical mate. What is your name and where do you come from?
So my name is Kaylee Christensen. I am originally from Cardiff in South Wales, but I've lived in Newport now for about 11 years, I think, give or take, 10, 11 years.
Awesome, thanks Kaylee. It's great to have you here on Real World Magic. And for those of you who haven't seen the channel, and I've been a fan for a while now, can you tell us a little bit about your background and how you got interested in Harry Potter?
Now, I first found out about Harry Potter when my dad bought me the Philosopher's Stone for a Christmas present. When I first unwrapped it, I was like, oh, I don't really want to read a book. I was like 10 years old and I was just like, why am I reading books? I don't want to read a book. But my dad was like, no, you should read it. It's a really good book. Apparently it's got, good ratings and stuff. You should read it. So I was like, right, okay, I'll read the damn book. I didn't want to read the book. But I got about halfway through it, I think it was, and then the Philosopher's Stone movie came out. So by this point I was intrigued. Like I said, I was about halfway through the book and I just thought, this looks and sounds cool. So we'll go and see the film. And the trailer obviously looked amazing. So I went to see the film, and the moment I came back from seeing the Philosopher's Stone, I asked my dad to buy me the other books, and I continued. I didn't actually end up finishing the Philosopher's Stone. Very naughty of me, but I didn't, and I don't think to this day actually I have finished the Philosopher's Stone. I think I just kind of skipped it and I just read all the other books, but I did read all the other books and I have read them all like multiple times now, apart from the Philosopher's Stone, which again I'm very naughty, slap on the wrist, because I should read it really in full, but I think I just kind of got a bit sidetracked with it and just continued to read the other books. So didn't think about going back to actually reading the Philosopher's Stone. So I will do it one day. I just need to have like a couple of hours to myself where I can actually sit down and fully read the Philosopher's Stone. From that movie and then from reading the other books, with each book that I read, I became more and more in love with the Harry Potter series. And yeah, it just sparks something inside me that it takes me to another world. And I think that's the most important thing about this kind of series, is it kind of immerses you in its little world, and I absolutely love it for that.
Okay, so what would you say are the main things that we need to know about what you do?
I don't know. That's a weird question really for me. Because I'm kind of an open book. I'm 31 years old. I'm from South Wales. I am all about Disney and Harry Potter. They're like my main sort of fandom areas, I suppose. I have 3 children. One is 9, then I've got a 6-year-old, and then I've got a 2-year-old. I've been married for 8.5 years now. I've been with my husband for approximately 11 years. I'm a bit nuts. You don't see it much in my videos because I tend to edit out all my little bloopery parts and all my little sort of quirky parts. But I have started now to not edit those out as much, because I think that's an important part of my personality that people don't always get to see. I always think that I should be really prim and proper on these videos, and I kind of forget that I can put a little bit of my own personality in these videos and it doesn't have to be edited out. So I am trying to start to put those little quirky moments in, but only just. So hopefully you'll see a bit more quirkiness from me as my videos progress.
So what is it about Harry Potter that you like so much?
So with Harry Potter, like I said in one of the other questions, it's a fully immersive kind of story. It feels like a whole nother world within our world that as a muggle you're kind of shielded from, but as a wizard you get to enter this entire new portion of the world. You get to see things that you couldn't even imagine seeing as a muggle. You get to do things you couldn't even imagine doing as a muggle. And I think for someone like me, who is a very imaginative person, I kind of take myself off to those kind of places in my own little world anyway. But to have an actual world to visit and to go to and to fully immerse myself in is just everything that I ever wanted as a kid and as I was sort of growing up. I do suffer a lot as well from depression and anxiety issues, and I think sometimes when I'm in those moments I need an escape, and I can always escape to the magical world, and it always makes me feel better, and it's something that I hold dear to myself because of that reason. So yeah, it's something that means a whole lot to me on multiple levels, not just a case of it's a good story and it's a fun story, and it's so much more than that to me.
So you've created loads of videos where you buy things, unbox things and make stuff that's linked to the Potterverse. What would you say is the best way to get started in the Harry Potter or Fantastic Beasts Wizarding World fandom?
Reading the books is definitely the best way to get started, and reading the Philosopher's Stone. Read the Philosopher's Stone. Don't follow me as an example because I'm very naughty. Definitely read the books. They are the most magical books you could ever possibly read. I absolutely fell in love with them. There's so much more in the story in the books than the movies, but the movies are also really great as well. So if you're really not feeling reading the books, or if you're maybe a younger witch or wizard and you want to watch the movies first, then definitely watch the movies. They are great movies and it will make you fall in love with the wizarding world as well. But then you definitely should go and read those books because they are so amazing.
Now, as much as we love what you do, you are by no means the only Harry Potter YouTuber out there. The scene is massive and there's loads of big players out there, from Flourish and Bloss, who I know you've been in touch with, to Wizardry Workshop across the pond. Do you have some examples of what other people have done or work of theirs that you admire?
I tend to watch a fair few Harry Potter YouTubers, because I genuinely enjoy watching that content. I tend to watch a lot of Cherry Wallace because she is like the headliner of the magical YouTube community. She's like everyone's goal is to get to where Cherry is. Not everyone will get there, unfortunately, but I think that's a big part of the YouTube magical world is Cherry Wallace. So I love to watch all her videos. I think she's really fun and bubbly. I think a lot of the stuff she gets to do is amazing and so inspiring. Obviously she's just come out now with a clothing range. That in itself is an amazing achievement. From being sort of a casual YouTuber, I think, as she started out, she didn't really want to be a YouTuber. She just kind of wanted to do some videos and have fun. And now she's kind of created this empire that is Cherry Wallace. And I think that is very much to be admired and aspired to. And yeah, I think she's awesome. So Cherry for me is a massive goal sort of person. But you know, I tend to watch a lot of smaller YouTubers as well that do a lot of Harry Potter stuff. And I think everybody's kind of got their own little flares and everyone's got their own little ways of doing things. And I think each person is to be admired. I try to maybe make my own take on what people are doing because I don't want to be copying all the other YouTubers out there. I want to kind of be my own person and do my own thing. But then you also have inspiration from other YouTubers. You think, you know what, I could do something like that, but in my own way. I can do something like this and put my own take on it. So I think that everyone out there that's creating content is to be admired in their own little way.
That's brilliant. And if you have any tips, maybe 3 quick start tips about Harry Potter or how to get into it, can you suggest what my viewers can do to get started?
So if you are brand new to Harry Potter and you want to know the best way to kind of become a Potterhead, as they all call themselves, is once again, read the books. The books are amazing. Read the books, please, I beg of thee. But another way as well, again, if you're not feeling maybe up to reading the books, watch the films or get audio books as well. I forgot to mention earlier on, you can get the audio books and you can actually sit there and listen to someone tell you the stories as well, which I think is quite a little magical thing in itself as well, to be fair. The studio tours is always a really great place to go if you're feeling magical or if you want to kind of get involved in the whole magical world, to kind of see it all there and to see all how everyone's done it, how it's been filmed, all the props and costumes and things like that. It just feels like a whole new world. It feels really wondrous and magical, and I think that kind of pulls you in. So I remember the first time I went to the studio tour, already being a huge fan of Harry Potter anyway, but the first time those doors open to the Great Hall, you're like,
holy moly!
Oh my god. It's just, something takes over your body and it's just like, so yeah, definitely go to the studio tours if you can as well.
Okay, so I guess reading the books are quite a common theme here. Can you think of any common problems that people experience with the Harry Potter universe, or is there anything that you can think of?
It's quite a hard question, actually. I don't really have any problems per se. I mean, the only thing I suppose, if you want to even call it a problem, is that the Harry Potter merchandise can sometimes be a bit costly. So I think as a major Harry Potter fan that really wants to collect all the bits of merchandise that are out there, that's going to cost you a fair whack of money. There are some amazing pieces that you can buy that are from the Wizarding World. But yeah, we'll take a nice chunk of your Gringotts coins. I'm not going to lie. They're quite expensive items, some of them. The most expensive item I have in my collection is my Ravenclaw Lost Diadem. That cost me £135. So it wasn't a snap decision purchase. It wasn't an impulse purchase. It was very much a thought after and save up for kind of purchase. But I knew I really wanted it. So I thought, you know, put some money aside each time. I had some birthday money then as well. So I thought, right, okay, now I've got the money there. I am going to go ahead and buy my Ravenclaw Lost Diadem because it's gorgeous. It's such a pretty prop replica. It's just stunning. But yeah, there's so many other bits and bobs as well that you can buy from the Wizarding World that costs quite a chunk of change. You know, the studio tours cost quite a bit of money to go. It's so worth it. Don't get me wrong. It's worth every single penny. But yeah, it's not cheap to go. And obviously when you're there, there's a lot of stuff that you can buy along the way. You get to the gift shops and there's just so much stuff you can buy. And all of it wondrous, all of it magical, all of it, I'm like, my niffler eyes just go crazy. And I want it all so much, but I have no money. So I have to save every single time that I want to buy something from the Wizarding World. It takes me a while to get the monies to one side to go, I can buy this, I can buy it. And not feel guilty because like I said, I have like 3 kids and I have a husband and I have a house and everything else. So yeah, to not feel guilty about purchasing Harry Potter stuff is something that I need to overcome because I don't spend anything on myself normally. I spend very little on myself. And then when it comes to Harry Potter stuff, I'm like, I want it. Can I buy it? Do I feel guilty? I buy it anyway.
Yeah, right, I hear you there though. I've started collecting wands and they are really expensive. So Kaylee, where can people find out more information about Harry Potter in general?
Said it before and I'll say it again, people. Read the books. They're amazing books. Please read them. They're fabulous. Listen to the books. Buy the audiobooks. Watch the films. There are so many different ways that you can find out about the Wizarding World, but those 3 things are like the first things that you should be doing is reading the books or listening to the books or watching the movies. They will steer you well.
That's brilliant. And if people wanted to contact you, what should they do?
You can comment on my videos on YouTube. You can follow me on Instagram, which is just my name, Kaylee__Christensen. I don't have like a PO box or anything like that at the moment. I am thinking about maybe setting one up for the future. I don't have that many followers yet that I get like fan mail or anything like that yet. So I hope I do one day. That'd be really lovely to actually get letters or things sent to me to say that they really enjoy my videos and they wanted to write me a letter or do something to show that they love my videos. That would be really lush. But at the minute I don't have anything like that because at the minute I don't really feel the need to have it. But it's something that I might look into in the future. But yeah, definitely contact me through Instagram or on my YouTube videos. You know, pop a comment. I reply to everyone that comments on my videos at the moment, unless I think you're a spam account, because there are a lot of YouTube bots going around at the moment. So if I think you're a spam account, I won't reply. But if I think you're a genuine person that's saying something about my video or talking to me, then I will reply to every single one of you. Again, I'm not big enough yet that I'm getting like hundreds of comments. So generally I'm getting through comments and I will reply to every single person that drops me a comment. So yeah.
That's great. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kaylee. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you. See you soon.
Please do check out Kaylee's channel. The links are down in the description down there. Now, before I go, I just wanted to let you know that I've got a special offer on Patreon at the moment, where anyone who is a gold patron on the 4th of August will get a personalised postcard sent directly from me to them with some original artwork that they can keep, as well as all of the usual benefits provided by the Patreon programme and a personal note on the back of that postcard from me. These guys are already patrons and I love them all dearly. If you want to be one of them, head on over to patreon.com/realworldmagic and I'll see you there. I'll be back again next time with some more magical awesomeness, but until then, As always,
Play magical.
I tend to get a bit bleh sometimes. My mouth runs a bit faster than my brain, so stuff doesn't come out right sometimes. So good luck editing this. I apologise in advance. But yeah, I'm 20. No, I'm not 20. Why am I 20? I have not been 20 for a while. I am 31, I was gonna say. My writing's ridiculous. Oh god, let me start that again.
Please subscribe to Real World Magic. While you're there, click the bell button to be notified of future uploads, and have a look at all of my social stuff. Remember to donate on Patreon if you really, really liked it, and I'll see you again next week.